When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So TCU's offense comes onto the field first today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McAllister. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback running on the draw. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Horned Frogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So BYU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust.
Turning it on! Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. Quickly complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football.
Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab, it's Bachmeier. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Martin. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the 1st half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game?
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's...
Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Pucks it out of the air. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cougars get enough for the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass.
He's loose, ripping through the defense. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Pitt is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. They've got to be loving this in the Steel City. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking for space. It's Martin. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Erickson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cougars are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Bachmeyer. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Here comes the heat. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. On the move at the 30. Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He has put...
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Runs through a tackle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's McAllister. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Got a man. Touchdown, TCU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Power ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody sell.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
TCU 42, BYU 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right.
It's a running room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning on the Jets. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping stopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Going up top again. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal. BYU lines up with a first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Wide open spaces. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll try the running game off the right tackle, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Fires into the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and goal for the offense. Looking to throw, it Seals. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Bachmeier. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has this offense clicking. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense is...
It's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the run, it's Barnes. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go right back to it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
He's loose. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Seals. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now you're second.
Intercepted deep in his own end. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Martin. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Seals. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Horned Frogs are in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's McAllister. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Hillstead. Finds his man, it's Phillips. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry up. From the gun to give, looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They'll operate out of split backs. Here's the handoff. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw at Tilstead. Gets it out quickly. And BYU will get the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They feed him again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.